Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, wanting just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Bestie.
Morning, bestie.
Let's see who's in here. We got Nancy and Voss and Jeanette. Good morning. People
morning,
are still
everybody.
coming in. What was that?
I was saying good morning to everybody.
Yeah, they're getting in here. Still got all your fingers?
Yes. I didn't blow
Good.
stuff up.
Yep, lots of people celebrated the birth of our country by blowing up a small piece of it.
Right.
I went over to we have our casino right up the road, and I went there to they were doing the fireworks there, and they also had a lot of really cool stuff out there, and it was a really good event. A lot of security, and it just made me disappointed because the base used to do that, but they no longer do that. And good morning, Larry and Sansi. Here, I'll send you guys a link in case you guys want to come on. There you go. But yeah, this base, they are just not taking care of this base. When I drive on it, there's tons of potholes. That used to never happen. They can't keep businesses on the base. All the restaurants and stuff are closing up, and they just don't know. They just don't know how to manage it. It's sad to see.
Right.
PC. I we got to figure out his theme song.
Told you, Jurassic Park.
I like that one. It's in the running.
Right.
Just Bubba Hip. Good morning.
Hi,
Is that
Dwayne.
Ray Hip with a new
No, that's Dwayne. Rap.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, you guys change these things up and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
The fuck?
Right, Nancy? Right? Especially Fort Meade. Isn't that Fort Meade? That's where they wrote the Star Spangled Banner, wasn't it? Did JD Vance's wife really eat their neighbor's cat? Doubtful. She's Indian. They shit in the street. They don't eat cats. It's the Chinese who eat the cats.
I thought Chinese ate dog. It's the Egyptians that eat cat.
See, my grandfather, he hated a lot of exotic food. Someone told him that Chinese food was roof rabbit, and he goes, "What's roof rabbit?" And he said, "Cat." I remember years ago there was a picture of a Chinese food place, and the sign out front said, "We no see your cat. Stop calling." Oh, Fort McHenry. See, I knew it was a fort in Maryland. Haitians will eat anything. If it's if it's out there, they'll eat it. Ducks, geese.
I just don't see how anybody can eat a cat or a dog. That's just gross.
Yeah, not going to be my thing. A lot of those exotic foods that people get us to eat. I'll try them, but good morning, Tommy. Tommy's going to be launching his show. He's getting everything all set with it. He's really looking forward to us to doing the paranormal show.
When's the first episode of that?
I don't know yet, but locally to me is um, the Joshua Tree Hotel, I believe is the name of it, where Graham Nash, where he passed away, and apparently it's haunted. So I think they're going to make me spend the night and give a report.
So it's confirmed that Lynette filed bankruptcy.
Mm-hmm. Such a stupid move.
I want to
They're
know who
just going to
gave
get
her that
themselves in
idea.
trouble for embezzlement.
Ooh, I didn't think of that.
Mm-hmm.
I bet the idea came from Lips, though.
Oh, here he is. Good morning, Mr. Huff.
Larry!
Hey, let me turn something off here so I can get some echo out of here. Hang on just a second.
No worries.
All right. What's happening with you two folks today?
Coffee.
Not much here.
What? 4th of
It is
July.
quiet.
Hey, I bet you there's some people out there today that can't pick their nose anymore.
Apparently,
Yeah, buddy.
Los Angeles is known for illegal fireworks. Like every year, like people put up drones, you see all the fireworks going off. And apparently this year there were significantly less. Maybe Tommy Karate can let us know in his area of LA because he's in the chat. But I was like, wow, you start getting rid of the illegal, suddenly there's any fireworks going off
You ever
on the
see the
4th.
video of the guy that had the homemade thing on the table? It looked like a giant Hershey's Kiss, you know.
Okay.
And it was I don't know, about 3 inches tall, and he was explaining how he made it, and he lit it off, and the thing, it was supposed to do like a little sparkling, it blew up, blew him out of his chair, and he comes back on, and he's all black in the face where all that powder got over him. He said, maybe I used too much. He named off something. It was funny as all get out. Yeah, thanks for sending the link. Thought I'd jump in for a minute. I've decided to kind of back off of YouTube a little bit. I'm not doing my morning bird feeder, and we're just going to do our Thursday afternoon coffee, and I'll drop a video every now and then. But I found myself spending too much time at the computer, so I'm kind of backing off for a little bit. Just personal decision. Yeah, personal decision. And we're headed out on vacation tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow, the next day. And we'll take a laptop with us. We'll still do our Thursday coffee.
Nice. Well, I think I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to that Facebook group, but I think everyone is all on board with we'd like to go to the Bahamas. And
Okay.
what we have to settle on is what cruise line we would like to take. And I don't know if you guys have any input.
She don't want to get on camera.
I'm not going to get on camera.
That's fine. That's fine.
I got my hair all wadded up, and I just decided I got clothes on.
It doesn't matter to us, I guess, the group, because Sansi's all over that. Y'all need to talk to her about that. I'm not
sure.
The least expensive cruise line to get to Bahamas is going to be Carnival.
Okay.
And it's going to be out of Port Canaveral or Miami, because you go out of Tampa, I don't know if they have to go to the Bahamas. I'd have to look and see.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter to me which cruise line. I like MSC. We've been on that one. It's nice. It's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah. Carnival is the Walmart of cruising. It is the cheapest way to go. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to talk about who can afford what. I don't know. Don't want to know. Don't care. We're just throwing it out there. The cheapest way to go is Carnival.
Okay.
Well, I would say the least expensive.
Yeah, the least expensive way to go is Carnival. We'll put it that way.
I just know everyone wants at least, I think at the minimum is a 4-night cruise, 4 or 5.
Well, but because a lot of them are going to have to fly in probably, or drive in for a distance.
A lot of people.
It's not very long to go on a cruise when you have to go that far.
Yeah, if you go through that much trouble to get there, either flying in or driving a long distance, I don't think you'd be satisfied with a 4-day cruise. Go ahead and, do a 5 or longer,
Okay.
for your trouble.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what all is available for.
I might be the only one flying in as of right now.
Well, we're driving.
That's about an 8-hour drive, yeah, for us. So.
Mm-hmm.
If I go that far, I don't want to go on a 4-day. If I do, I'm going to have to do something else over there.
Tampa alone is a 12-hour trip for me.
Yeah. But let me go get my computer.
Oh, Lord, she's fixing to break the computer out. Here we go. just remember, y'all started it.
It's got to be started somewhere. There's not going to be room.
Georgie, what are you doing today, girl?
I just woke up.
You sound like you just woke up. I was just going to drop in and say hello. Now you're starting on cruise.
No, I'm just.
Yes.
Good morning, Greg.
We need to plan this damn cruise.
Well,
My mom was talking about it yesterday, and we ended up talking about the cruise for like 3 hours yesterday. So, Mom says she doesn't want to go to Mexico because she's going to Mexico in October. on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
I think everyone is on board with Bahamas, Aruba. Um,
Right.
Okay, so ruled out Mexico. Let's just go ahead and lay that out there.
I know
Yep.
somebody
Mexico's
said,
out.
I know
Okay.
somebody said Jamaica, but you can't go. They don't sail to Jamaica and then the Bahamas or Aruba. It's usually Jamaica, Cozumel.
Yeah, Jamaica's normally included with the Mexico side of things.
Yeah.
okay.
We can't get Bahamas and Jamaica in the same cruise. So that rules Jamaica out if we're going with Bahamas.
I like the itinerary we're fixing to do myself because there's free beaches right there off the ship. You know that one I was showing you, Georgie. It's a very nice beach, and then it has Margaritaville right up behind the beach, and it's you just walk to that. And then the other thing I showed you, the lazy river thing, it's just a big pool and lazy river. It's free.
Well, I got some family members. They say they want to go. So I
Good.
think we're getting close to that 8 rooms.
Hey, that'd
Yeah.
be good.
Well, even if we don't have 8 rooms, we still do a group and put it out there, and maybe just some random people will join.
Yeah, we just throw it out there. But yeah,
Because we got a couple fans of the show who have expressed interest.
Yeah. But to be in the group, they would have to book with me to be included in the group and considered, you know.
Mhm.
But I can call once we get a ship, a cruise line, I can call and, you know, get some better pricing on what on due dates, February.
I went to bed last night with my hair wet. Man, I need to go
See, I got
full-fledged
mine
skipper. That's what I
stuck
need
up.
to do. Just shave it
So
off.
I do that. See, it's all just wadded up.
There was a link that Brett sent me. I'm going to pull it up. It was for veterans. MilitaryCruiseDeals.com.
MilitaryCruiseDeals.com.
I don't know if this is a good site or not. First time I'm going to it. I didn't check it out yesterday because I was driving so much.
That's 5 days.
Y'all got to get you a back scratcher to keep on your desk. That's one of the best things I got on my desk. I scratch my back, scratch my face. Hey, you got one. That looks like a poop scooper is what that looks like.
I've got several different ones. I've got actually some for my son. I got some that look like a bear claw. But yeah, I'm a single man. I don't have someone to scratch my back. I got to do it.
What is that?
So, Sherry sent me some pictures of her house. Yeah, I don't. We got a couple of these, and I keep one on my desk, so I can't help but fool with it. Y'all just have to put up with watching me scratch my head and back and all that. She's bringing stuff up on her computer over here.
Yeah, take your time. We're not in any type of rush. I'm
And
pulling
we
up
settled on
Caribbean.
February, correct?
All right, so that's the 3 things we've settled on. We're doing it in February. We're going with Carnival, and we've ruled out Mexico and Jamaica because those 2 are, so going to the Bahamas. All right, well, that gets us started. If anybody has objection to any one of those 3 things, they need to speak now or forever hold their peace, right?
Now, let me ask you this. My parents, they want to go, but I know my parents, and they've already told me this. They want a balcony,
Yeah.
a room with
Sure.
a balcony.
You get whatever you want.
Yeah, we're going to do a balcony.
Well, I may secure an interior, but later on I might upgrade. Is it going to be hard to get it to where like we have an adjoining room or be across the way from each other?
If you want to do that kind of stuff, my suggestion is go ahead and determine what you want to do and book it as far out as possible, because the longer you wait, the less likely you are to be able to get what you want. Even the upgrade, you get an interior room and you think, well, maybe later I'll upgrade. Well, later, all the balconies might be sold out because they tend to sell out the quickest. and it's getting to where you got to start booking these things like a year out. It's incredible how far out you need to start booking. But if you want adjoining rooms with connecting balconies, I would say,
If you find one, you
yeah,
need to.
you need to go ahead and
snag
snag that now, because even these cruises that's out at February, they're starting to fill up.
Because I know Georgie and her mom are probably going to want to be near where I am, whether it's an adjoining or across the way.
Yeah, attached at the hip. I like it.
Okay, well, Santi can do, if we're going to do this group thing, she can go ahead and block out some rooms for us, right? Am I right?
They don't block out like room numbers. They block out room types.
Right.
Like
Okay.
if you do, I can block out interior, ocean view, and balcony, some of each.
Okay.
Can't
I-
block out saying you're going to have this balcony and the room right across the hall is going to be blocked out too. It's just generic
Yeah,
rooms.
if you want to get that stuff, you got to go ahead and book it. So I can picture, you guys with a connecting balcony, and then Georgie having an interior room right across the hall from y'all.
Yes.
And then we would probably at least want to be on the same floor, and
in the area,
in that same
if
area.
we could get it, because sometimes
But to do all that, we need to start booking those now.
Here's
Okay.
here's one on February the 1st. It's a 6-day out of Port Canaveral on the Vista. It's the prices start at, let me see. I'm gonna say $544. This is just generic, and I can call and get a more definite price. Interior $544, balcony, and that's per person. Port fee and taxes are included in that price. Interior $544, and then balcony is $831 per person.
Okay.
You still have to work. You still have your gratuities to add in.
Yeah.
You can pay them up front, or you can pay them. They'll add them on the last 2 days of the cruise.
That's what I did last time. This time I'll probably do it up front.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to be added in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can not add them right now, and then and add them, say December. You've got the extra money now. You want to add them in December, or you can add them in
So
January.
that cruise goes out on what day?
February 1st.
February 1st.
So
And what ports does it hit?
That one hits Eastern. That one hits Celebration Key.
That's an island that
Carnival
owns.
Okay.
And
Princess Cays is also an island that Carnival and Princess Cruise Line owns, and then Amber Cove.
So 2 islands that they own.
And those are the Celebration Key
and Amber Cove.
and the Princess Cay is also part of Bahamas.
Yeah, it's all in the Bahamas.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
Any veterans watching, we are looking for stories of unexplained encounters because we're doing a Veteran Nation Unexplained.
Unexplained
I think-
encounters of what?
Anything, I guess.
Any UFOs, ghosts, anything. We're gonna start doing shows about that. Which
Hey, I'll give you a quick story if you got time to listen. Early in my aviation career, I was out one night. We were doing some night training. We had the goggles on. I was flying with night vision goggles, and off in the distance, we saw these little dots up in the sky. Probably about 8 of them, just zipping back and forth, up in the sky, and we couldn't figure out what it was. I mean, it's just, you would think like a UFO or something along that line, but I don't believe in any of that stuff. So I'm like, so I told the guys flying, let's just fly over there and see what it is. And it turns out it was about 30 miles away. So we head over that way, and it was really weird because, we figured out what it was. So it was a casino had opened up, and they had those big lights, those big lights they do up in the sky.
Oh yeah.
Well, under the goggles, we couldn't see the beam going up, but we could see the dot where it was hitting the clouds up high. And that's what was zipping around and moving like crazy. It was a really weird sighting. I mean, we couldn't figure out what it was, but we decided to just fly over there and see, and that's what it turned out to be. But with the night vision goggles, we couldn't see the beam, but we could see the dot where it was hitting the clouds, and they were,
Okay.
had them going all kinds of ways. So that's the closest I came to a run in with ET.
I Getting back to the cruise, just because it's on my mind, I think Miami wouldn't be a bad, because I know Tampa Bay would be tougher. But I don't think that'll be bad, because I know the Grangers are going to be vacationing in the Keys before we go on the cruise, so they're going to be down that way already.
So you want me to look at Miami, not Port Canaveral?
I think both. I
Okay.
think both.
Because I Port Canaveral has Eastern cruises. Let's see.
Because I'm seeing that there are some from Jacksonville, because I'm on the website. And really, any of these ports of call look good. I think the Grangers, based upon my discussion with them, I think any of these, they're not as keen to leaving out of Orlando. And isn't that where Port Canaveral is closer
Yes.
to?
Yeah. So you want me? I'll look at Miami.
But I think that would, because it's outside of Orlando, I think they still would travel to it. They just said flying in and out of Orlando kind of sucks.
I don't know about flying in and out. I know driving to that port is easy peasy. Getting in and on and off the ship is easy peasy on that one for sure.
Then I would say, yeah, keep that in the rotation.
I missed part of the conversation. I had to take off for a second.
It's okay. We're talking about the ports of
You
call.
got it set. Sorry you missed.
Yeah, we went ahead and booked your run. No, we were just talking. We're kind of weighing the options of Port Canaveral versus Miami.
Well, I heard you say Port Canaveral, so I Google mapped it from my house. It's closer than the Tampa port.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of threw me off. I was like, wait, what?
And it's easy to get in and out of.
Yeah, we've gone in and out of there several times. It's easy.
Also closer to Coop.
Okay. So that's good for most of us, but for one couple, you say it's not their first choice.
Yeah, they're just, for the Grangers, they're just going to be already down in the Keys. But I don't think that.
Is that Madam Mayor? Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Brett and Therese Granger.
Yes.
They have Madam Mayor's Adventures.
Are
That's
they
right.
busy? Maybe invite them on to, since we're on this topic.
I did send him a link. Let me send him a text.
Yeah, he sent me a friend request on Facebook a couple of days ago. So we're Facebook buddies now.
Some magic.
Koopy! I miss Koopy coming in.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah. He's not in the backstage. He's in the chat.
I sent him the link. Coop, if you want to come on.
Coop, good morning, Coop.
You guys can see the prices I'm looking at there for these. $300 and $400. I think that's
But you look at
doable.
the days.
Get your hand up. I couldn't hear you good.
The
Look
date?
at the day. How many days of the cruise?
Yeah, is it a 3-day? They have a bunch of them little 3-day cruises. A lot of times that's what those numbers are on.
So I filtered this for 5 and 6 day.
Okay. Good.
Where is that out of?
This one here is Miami. It's a Carnival cruise, but I did tell it to filter for February, and it didn't. So let me do February. I've been having problems with the site. It wasn't updating things. Coop is a sleepy boy.
You said that's out of Miami?
Well, it was, but it wasn't February, so I'm refining the search down to February.
If you get it refined down to something, she's going to go on her travel agent website and try to find that same cruise and see what her price is.
Yeah,
They should
Should be
be.
the
They
same.
should be the same.
Well, when you have a VIFP number, so
it's not working. Let me go into Margaritaville. Because Carnival Cruise this morning is having problems. So I'll just look at Margaritaville, see what they have going.
Right back.
Cruise. Yeah, I've never looked into MSC cruise lines. I should look into them.
They're really nice. They got that World Cruise down in Miami, and I want World. It's World something. It's a big ship. I mean, it's like a shopping center inside, and I want to go on it.
Yeah, I need to start really looking into some because I'm right near the port of Los Angeles, and I'm not too far from Port of San Diego. I should start taking some out of here.
Yeah, see, when you live right close to a port,
Mhm.
You could do 3 and 4 day cheap. But when you have to travel so far to one, by the time you get on the ship, it feels like it's time to get off.
Yeah. And we did a 6-day cruise to Mexico, and that was good. Doing the longer one, it felt like, okay, this was a vacation. But I have the ability, like, I would love to take my son like a 2 or 3 day, weekend Mexican cruise or something.
Yeah.
Or no, not Western Caribbean, Bahamas. These are only showing, okay, they're only showing like 2 and 3 day cruises. Okay.
Yeah. And then they go over to, I think they go over.
So
that's why I quit talking about them. In February, they didn't have anything.
Yeah. And that's okay. I just, because Carnival's website's down, I wasn't seeing anything.
Oh, I'm in it.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't the search. I could do a basic search, but when I tried to refine things too much, it was crashing out on me.
But that's what I'm asking. What's your basic search you were looking at?
Oh, I was looking for 5 and 6 day. Excuse me. 5 and 6 day Bahama cruises
Out of Miami.
I think we're all pretty flexible about where we're out of.
I think the other is actually going to be better. I know it might not be the first choice for the Madam Mayor and them, but for everybody else, it works good. So we might just have to go with what works best for the majority. Just my opinion.
He just said he hates flying out of the Orlando airport, but they're not flying. They've got their RV.
Okay.
So that's what, like, they're going to be looking for somewhere where they can put that, which I think we can figure that one out. Unless if Kahanu comes, I'll be the one coming from the furthest, and I don't care where we fly in and out of.
Here's another out of Port Canaveral on the Vista, the same ship. On February 15th, Celebration Key, Half Moon Cay, and Amber Cove. Basically, it's the same, except for instead of Princess Cay, you got Half Moon Cay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one,
Just
just a different
a little
island.
bit different, location at island. It's kind of the same thing. You just going to a different island.
On this one, the interior starts at 636, and Ocean View at 805, and balcony 934.
A little bit more. A little bit more than the other one.
A little bit more, but it's also a longer cruise.
6 day, same.
It's 6 days. What it is, as you start moving into spring, the weather starts getting a little nicer. the price starts going up. You know, but we cruise all the time, and it may be chilly at the port you're leaving from,
Mhm.
but by the time you get down there,
Yep.
it's nice. Yeah,
The water still might be a little cool. But
yeah.
Now, I'll tell you this, one thing we learned on the cruise that we took a Royal Caribbean, and I paid for the non-alcoholic drink package. And I'll probably do that again. I just thought that was good. But I'm probably going to bring my own coffee because standing in line for coffee refills, Skipper doesn't like doing that.
when you say bring your own coffee,
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
I will probably bring. I've got like one of the small coffee pots that does 1 cup at a time.
they won't
Or
allow.
I don't think they'll let you bring that.
okay, I
You
was
have to
thinking
go to
about
their
a
website and
percolator.
research it yourself, but I don't think they'll let you bring a coffee pot. I know with Carnival they have coffee everywhere.
Well,
So you don't have to stand in line a lot.
Okay,
they have on Lido they have
Yeah.
3 different places to get coffee.
okay,
I know
because
on the Mardi Gras, which is the bigger ship than Vista, they have coffee. They have the Heroes Bar down there, and they have coffee and ice cream.
Mhm.
And they have coffee down on another.
Yeah,
deck.
it's several places on all of Carnival anyway that you can get coffee, and you don't really have to stand in line. Now, if you want to go get that frou coffee, then you got to go to the coffee shop, and you'll stand in line there because all the preppy kids is down there getting their chocolate mocha Irish mint latte. You know, but for us
I'm
guys, we normally just take that good old black stuff.
I'm gonna send Ed. I'm gonna send you a link if you want to jump in here because Ed was talking about joining us.
Good.
So that way, if you'd like in, Coop's got it if he wants to jump in here.
I saw Mama Coop on there a second ago. She said something. What did she say
right here.
about?
I heard
Oh,
the
the closer
closest-
to the cruise dates is when you get the better deals for the drink package. We've
No.
never seen that. And we've never, there's a lot of people
Well,
say,
not with
well,
Carnival.
not with Carnival anyhow. And then a lot of people say, well, the prices come down the closer. We don't see that either. What we're seeing is these cruise ships are filling up and people are starting to book them a year out, because
Here's a 7-day on the Mardi Gras. Grand Turk, Amber Cove, Nassau, Celebration Key. That's what we're fixing to do right now.
Okay.
It's 7 days. It's on February 21st is when it leaves for 7 days. And it's interior 802. And then it goes up to the balcony for 1151. So they go, it just depends.
So what we're looking at now, that very first one we looked at was on February the 1st, was it? Is the cheapest one that we can find
And
that
it's a
goes
6-day.
to the Bahamas. It's a 6-day and it's out of Port Canaveral. Right now, that according to what everybody's wanting, that seems to be the one we should be looking at.
If we can get a
Okay.
group
I'm good with that.
rate.
And yeah, I won't buy the alcohol drink package. I don't think I can drink that much.
We don't
Well,
need
I know on Carnival you can bring your own. You can bring a 12-pack per person of soda in a can.
Okay.
He's
if-
talking about alcohol, though, I'm thinking.
No, he said not alcohol.
Oh,
No, I will buy the non-alcoholic drink package, but I won't do the alcoholic one.
I got you.
They have the soda package, and but they're supposed to be going back to Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I did. I saw that lately. They're going to switch back to Coke.
They switched to Pepsi, and I don't know what happened there, why they're switching back, but now they're switching back to Coke. In some places we'll have Dr. Pepper, but
Greg
not all.
of Scotland says he has a fear of cruises thanks to the Titanic. Well, good news, Greg. There are no icebergs in the Gulf of America and the Bahamas.
We're gonna make the Gulf of America great again.
That's right.
Yeah, we did not have a coffee pot, and that was the only thing annoying was I I had to go downstairs and then wait in line. Like when I first got coffee,
Oh,
because
room server, man. Have them
I'm
bring
an
you
early
coffee.
bird. I'm an early bird, so getting the coffee first thing in the morning, not a problem. Getting refills and standing in line, yeah, I didn't. But
Yeah,
I could just bring a carafe and fill up the carafe.
there you go. And you can do room service. They'll bring you coffee in the mornings. I've gotten where I use that some. I get coffee and some fruit early in the morning delivered.
Yeah, my parents, they're like, no, we need a balcony, which I might just get a balcony just so that I can have an adjoining room with them.
Yeah, and then they'll open that door up. Y'all have a,
If you get adjoining ones, yeah.
you can have your balconies will connect too.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah, I know Georgie and her mom they're getting an interior, and they'll
Yes.
probably want to cross the hall. I know the Grangers want an interior. I don't know if they have any preference about being near somebody, but
All right, so Georgie, the other day we were looking at the most economical rooms. They were down on first and second deck. There's no balconies down there. So
Right.
if you're going to get across from Skipper and his balcony, you're going to be on a higher floor, which means the price is probably going to be a little
It's
more.
not that much.
Not much more, but I'm just letting you know.
Less likely to get seasick is where I'm going with that.
Okay, for the less likely to get seasick, there's a couple of things. We like to get on about deck 7 because it's convenient to everything, but you have rooms above you and below you. So you don't have like the gym above you or a kitchen above you or all the things that make a lot of noise. And then we like to get towards the middle of the ship. That's kind of our favorite area, about deck 7, middle of the ship. And the middle of the ship doesn't rock near as much as each end does. So,
But we will. I'm going to look and see what rooms are available on this cruise, because there's another one that's about the same. It's same itinerary, but it's a different date, and it's about the same price.
Ed, Caribbean does a lot of veteran discounts, but we may be doing a group thing, so we'll have a discount built in if we do a group rate.
right.
So do we just pay Sansi when she?
No, yeah, you will pay me, but I just put it straight in on Carnival.
Yeah, she
That's
just,
what I mean.
yeah,
Yeah.
it never comes to us. You call her and she puts it directly into Carnival, and then you will be able to access this and see that your payment was made and all that good stuff.
I send an email.
Yeah.
That's what we did last time we had a travel agent, and yeah, she
Yeah.
had her own account, so we just would call and set things up.
Yeah. Yeah, when you call to make a payment to Sansi, she brings up the Carnival website and just puts your information into that website, and your payment goes from you to Carnival. It does not come any way, shape, form, or fashion to us.
Are you guys going to have a preference on type of room or anything?
Probably
We'll probably do a balcony.
My parents did a balcony on the one I did, and I had a porthole. And it was nice, but I didn't like that we were on opposite ends of the ship. I was on a different floor, different thing.
Because portholes are lower than balconies.
Yes.
Yeah. We like doing interior. We've done mostly interior, but ever since the COVID stuff happened, I don't know if they still do it, but once they started cruising again, if you got sick on the ship, they would confine you to your room so you didn't get everybody else sick.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd bring you meals and all that good stuff, but still they confine you to your room. I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but anyway, once they started that, I made sure we got a balcony. So if we did get sick and they confined us to a room, at least we had a balcony.
Mm-hmm.
We could
No,
walk
that's smart.
But that's never happened to us, But nothing wrong with an interior room. We really like it. If you get an interior room, I'm gonna tell you better bring a clock. It's so dark you'll never know what time it is. All right, y'all through?
Yeah, I'll
coffee?
probably get a balcony, and I'll probably want it adjoined to my parents as I'm thinking this through.
That's a good idea. Okay. Well, if y'all want to do that, just y'all talk about these numbers and things we've talked about. I guess the next thing we need to decide is a definite. This is the cruise we're doing, and then we can start booking
I'm
rooms.
gonna have to. I'll call and see because sometimes they do group. They'll say they don't have any room for a group.
Okay. She's going to start
I
looking
am.
into
I'm
the
gonna
group
look
deal,
into, and then I'll let y'all know.
and we'll let y'all know whether she can get that or not, and we
Okay.
can go from there. All right. I've talked enough. You and Georgie, y'all can do whatever. Y'all can shut me down. And
Can I ask a couple more questions?
yeah, of her.
What kind of excursion should we expect to be offered?
Ooh.
Because I've never been to the Bahamas or whatnot. I would imagine that they have some good stuff.
They usually have the traditional. You can go zip lining. You can go swim with the dolphins or stingrays or
Amber Cove, I have uh, excursions for sure. Celebration Key, they hadn't even opened it up, and I've noticed a lot of those excursions are very expensive.
yeah.
It's mostly beach stuff, but I hadn't really looked at it because we don't do them.
Well, there's the dog. Look at
That
that.
little girl is not going on the cruise.
That can be pet of the week.
Yeah, you need to send me a picture so that one can be pet of the week one week.
Oh yeah, I do need to send you, yeah, both the dog and the cat.
Yep.
Even though she's a service dog and she is allowed on the cruise, she would not be happy. So I'm gonna work with her trainers, and then she'll go to her trainer's house for a week.
Cool.
I hadn't figured out they do have dogs on the ship. I've seen a
Very, very
few.
few. Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
don't know.
service dogs, they're generally allowed, but she would have to stay with me 24/7.
Honestly, the ones I've seen, Skipper, is people that, uh, how do I put this nicely? These are older people that have the little frou frou dog that they
Mhm.
think
The
is
little
their
tiny
child,
Chihuahua.
and they got it designated as a service dog just so they can carry it everywhere they go. You know what I
See,
mean?
she's my
I
service
don't.
dog.
I know people have service dogs and it's for real and they need them, but the ones I've seen on the ship, they got their little uh, push cart they put them in and they have them dressed up and you know what I mean. I can look at it and say that's not a service dog. That's one that them old people think that's their child, and they got it designated so they can take it everywhere they go.
See, I wouldn't need her on the ship, and I don't think she'd be happy on the ship.
Yeah.
But she loves her trainers, and she would view that as her own vacation. So I'll talk with her trainers and see if they'll take her for a week, which they love her. Um, if they're watching, Kathy and Morris, I know Glory would love to come see you guys.
There you go. Good deal. All right. Well, I'm going to get off of here. I enjoyed talking. We hadn't even let Georgie get a word in edgewise. We're sorry, Georgie.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm listening and taking everything in.
All right. Well, look, it's good seeing y'all, talking to y'all this morning. I got to get outside and do something. I got grass to cut or something.
Well, you guys have a great day. It's great seeing and talking to you guys.
All right. Turn me off, Skipper. I don't even know how to do it.
Okay, I'll get you one quick second. There we go. Can't see or hear you now.
He could have just closed the tab. You trying to take me out with a trash bag over here?
With a trash bag.
He's emptying my trash can beside my desk, and the way he lifted it up, it almost took me out.
We've got other people who are like, yeah, I'd probably go, but they're on the fence. And I know, having planned one of these before, I know what's going to happen. Once we say, okay, this is what it is, when it is, all that. That's when we'll get people who are like, okay, yeah or no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few more veterans who are interested, but that's why I started the group so that people have preferences. They can tell us. What are your thoughts?
I like the one out of Port Canaveral, especially since I Googled it and seen that it's closer than Tampa, and Mom was complaining about having to drive 12 hours to Tampa. So,
Okay. Um, I'm not opposed to that, but I can fly because I can fly from LA or Vegas, so I'll be able to find a cheap flight I'm confident of. So I'm just gonna say, you guys pick. I'll go to whatever port. The only one that would be tough for me, I think, is Jacksonville. Flights into Jacksonville are tough, but if we were to go through Jacksonville, I'll my friend Kelly, she wants to go. I'll just fly into New Orleans and drive in with her.
I was going to ask you, I was going to book a B&B because me and Mom's going to come down the day before.
Hmm.
I'm going to book a B&B for that night. If you wanted to come in the day before and
I
then
hear
stay
they
at
have
the
nice ones
B&B
in
with me
Cedar
and
Keys.
Mom. That's on the other side of Florida, though.
I'm messing with you. Um, I'm not opposed to that. Like, my parents are going to be driving in, and yeah, they'll want to because they don't want to like if my flight's delayed, they're not going to wait. They're just going to get on the cruise and be like, "Well, sucks to be you." So I'll have to fly in early, and they'll probably do the same thing. Be like, "No, we'll want to get down there a little bit early, and just so then we don't have to worry about that stuff."
Let's see.
Why do they got to do that? I understand when people lose a dog, they're very sad and they want to post about it, but all it does is make me sad. Georgie would throw Greg overboard. Honestly, we the cruise I went on had people, international people on. I'm trying to think. There were some Danes I was talking with, and or I'm trying to think where the other couple was, and they thought it was really easy to travel in. Um, and I mean, we went in and out of what was it? We went in and out of L.A. and
So, as of right now on Airbnb, they have a bungalow that is 10 minutes from the port.
okay,
6 guests, 3 bedrooms, 4 beds, 2 baths.
okay,
$354 for one night.
that's not bad.
Not at all.
How is Canaveral closer? I live close to Tampa, and Canaveral's 5 hours south. Well, Georgie's coming from
I'm coming
Tennessee.
from Tennessee, and it's only 9 hours and 45 minutes from my house, and Tampa is 12 hours.
I VetTix gave me tickets. I got them. I'm going to see Dwight Yoakam. That'll be fun.
Oh, sweet.
I've never seen him. Yeah, and that'll be fun to see him because I'm pretty sure he. I know he's got a place in Florida, but I think he still has a place up in Bakersfield. I like his channel on Sirius
Wait a
XM.
minute. Where does he? Port Canaveral is not 5 hours south of Tampa. It's just across the other side to the east of Tampa.
Um, Yeah, we'll have to talk to the Grangers. They have to find somewhere to park their motorhome. They might be able to park it at the port. I don't know.
Actually, Tampa and Port Canaveral is about, depending on the day we drive down. They're saying 11 hours coming from my mom's house to Tampa, and 9 hours and 45 minutes to Port Canaveral. Oh yeah, I'm not driving all the way to Miami.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
It's bad enough I'm gonna have to help mom drive, and I don't do interstates very well. So
Coop, you and Mama Coop, do you think Port Canaveral is doable? I would imagine that's probably the closest one to them.
well, I know he told me they're 44 or 45 minutes from Tampa. Him being pretty much center, I think Port Canaveral or Tampa would be the best for them.
Yeah, there's just not a lot to the Bahamas out of Tampa.
Mm-mm.
They
Except
do.
for that 5-day that I found, but the one Sansi found, we get to go to 3 different places.
Hmm. And like the excursions, they're not a make or break. If there's cool ones, I'll go on it. If not, like there's always you can get off the boat and go to the markets, um, or the ship, I should say. There's also I'm trying to think. Yeah, you can go to the markets. There's also like some when they have an island, sometimes they have like a water park or something like that. Not always. Like I know Disney does that.
Bite me, Robert. I drove just fine yesterday. Bite me, old man. Nobody asked you for your 2 cents. He said you drove all right. I drove just fine, thank you.
I can hear Tiny Man in the background.
Ed, I literally just Google mapped it and read it to you what it says on Google Maps. But my plan is to have him take me to my mom's, which makes it an hour and a half closer. Instead of mom having to come pick me up, I just go to her. It's an hour and a half. Whatever.
I wonder if Skipper can get kicked off of a ship. Banned.
I'd rather you not.
I'm not saying I'm going to try.
Because somehow I feel like, because we are going to be attached to the hip, I have a feeling if you get in trouble, somehow the Georgie will be in trouble too.
Now with this, I should be able to fly into Orlando fairly easily. Yeah, Port Canaveral is more north than Tampa, as I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
It's like right on, almost online with Orlando. So yeah, it's should be closer than Tampa.
I did not need a booster seat, Greg. My seat goes up and down.
And you said this Airbnb, it's right near the port?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes from port.
Okay. Because as I'm looking at this, my parents will probably definitely be like, oh, yeah, we want to come in early because it's been years since we've been, but they have the Kennedy Space Center. And yeah, we went right after the Challenger blew up in 86, like months after it blew up. So we went to the Kennedy Space Center when we went to Florida. Uh,
As for the B&B, it's not like we need anything fancy or anything like that. We're just in a place to sleep for the night before.
yeah,
So
I see there's a base nearby there too. Could probably. So I'll let the Grangers know about that because they always stay on the military installations.
mm-hmm. Space Force.
Yeah, it's
Seriously.
Patrick Space Force base. Oh, so okay, so this is where they're going. Okay, so they were already going there. So that'll work out really well.
But that's in December. They'll be at Patrick in December for a month.
Okay.
Ed, I'm not coming from Knoxville. I'm right off the Alabama line. Like you blink and you miss the state line. And my mom drives like a grandma, so yeah, it would be 10 to 12 hours with her driving.
I'm just looking at potential excursions. There's dolphin swim, dolphin close encounter, swim with the pigs in Crystal Beach. There's a resort where you can get a day pass. So you can go to the beach. Yeah.
I
Jet
was
ski.
literally typing that as you sent it.
There's a jet ski excursion. That wouldn't be too bad.
I'm just happy having my toes in the sand.
There's a, oh, I hope they have an excursion like this, a guided turtle snorkeling experience.
No, it's too soon for turtles. Hey, I wonder since she filed bankruptcy if they're going to repo the turtles.
Turtle repo agency.
I
Swim
mean,
with the
if they
pigs.
take the land,
Do pigs really swim?
yes.
Okay. It
There's
says the
and
famous Bahamian pigs.
yeah. I was watching Omar. I'll have to send you the video. But him and
Brett's
his
gonna join us.
fiance did the excursion where they swam with the wild hogs and fed the pigs in the ocean. That was cool. Matter of fact, let me go find that.
Maybe I should fly in earlier and take a 2-night cruise and then swing over, take the 6-day cruise. Cruise it up. They got a Bahama Jeep tour. Or a kayak tour. I would consider the kayak tour. Yes, pig swim. Yes, yeah. See, I'm learning stuff. It doesn't look like it would be an animal that would be incredibly buoyant. Jeremy should repo the fence for the money. What's funny is they just they do something and react. They don't that group you can tell they don't think 3 and 4 steps ahead. Hey, Brett. Can you hear us? Well, we've got him. We don't know if
Well, hi.
we don't know if he can hear us or if we can hear him yet. Pigs Fly too. I saw them at a Pink Floyd concert. You know what it is? He's on his phone, and I've had a hard time with Restream on my phone. No worries, no worries. I'm gonna pour me some more coffee. I'm almost out of my coffee. Brett, can you hear me yet? Greg says, Georgie, I swim all the time. I'm a pig. Oh, AVA. Oh, I'm seeing AVA there. Good morning.
I sent you the video I was talking about of Omar when they went on their cruise to the Bahamas where they swam with the pigs and they got to feed the pigs.
So I'm pulling up the excursions through Carnival. Trying to see what they have. Pearl Cove Beach Club. My mom will probably want to do that. Bahamian shopping. Oh, they got a lot of different places. Celebration Key. So it's like its own little thing. There's a
Yeah,
lagoon.
Santi was talking about Celebration Key a while ago. It's not opened yet, but by the time we go, it'll be
Mhm.
open. So it'll be like brand new.
Yeah, it's all these different little cays and lagoons and beach clubs. And there's several of them. So I could see that would be where that would be fun. Skipper's going to end up like Captain Ron. Wasn't Princess K's on one of the things too?
I think that's what Santi said.
Okay. Because they have clear bottom kayaking adventure, glass bottom boat cruise, snorkeling adventure, stingray encounter, surf fishing. That one's actually up my alley. I like to fish. So those aren't too bad. I'm trying to pull. Their site is really slow this morning. Okay, so I will not be snorkeling with stingrays.
Why?
Nope, no interest.
I was speaking of stingrays. I was watching a video last night of a hammerhead chase a stingray, and that thing jumped up out of the water to try to get away from the shark, and the shark caught him midair.
They have a four-person paddle wheeler rental. I could see that ending badly. It sank. A water noodle rental? Can't just bring her water noodle.
Miss Linda said she's done the glass bottom boat.
I could see where that could be cool. These, like, okay, if we do the beach, these day beds are $150 to rent. But I know they say it's for two, but ain't no two people gonna be there. So if like more people threw in and rented it, wouldn't be bad.
Why can't we just be normal people and take a darn sheet or something and just sit in the sand like normal people?
Well, I
Well, we
mean, you
need
can
no
do that,
bougie.
or I would suggest like having one of those clamshells so you can get in the shade if you want.
Yeah.
An island bike adventure. Do you want to go biking on the island?
I don't know if you've met me or not, but I'm clumsy, and I don't feel like getting any broken bones while on the other side of the world away from home. I
A
can ride
banana
a
boat
bike,
ride.
however, I will squirrel and the bike will stop moving and I will be on the ground.
They got a banana boat ride. That would be bad. The aqua bike rental. That looks better than the little wheel boat. You can rent an umbrella or a lounge chair. I definitely I could see me and Coop doing the surf fishing.
Yeah.
Friend that went with us just sat in the sand and came home with sand crabs.
Robert said this is way more exciting than your shopping for lamp stream. Good morning. What was that? Good morning, Sarasota.
So
Georgie's short enough to use Skipper for shade.
Skipper's wide enough to give it. So yeah, I could see the glass bottom boat or kayak and surf fishing, definitely. I know my mom would probably be up for swimming with the dolphins. I gotta get me a GoPro if we're gonna do that. Good morning, Sarasota. Yeah, yeah, I can see. Oh God.
Oh, the chaos that could be caused by the two of us. I can hear my mom now. Behave. Both of you. She'll be parenting both of us. Oh, Robert, I could make us some matching t-shirts for the trip.
All the veterans who are interested in going are all people I will get in trouble with too.
They don't have jail cells on this ship for those of us that can get in trouble, do they?
They'll lock you in a thing. Yeah.
See it now. Me and the bestie in cuffs together.
Like cuffed together, just laughing our asses off.
Like that post I tagged you in. I'm shy around strangers, but I act like a howler monkey with my best friend.
This will be fun. Just sitting by the pool and being able to go up to the like they always have like a little like place to eat by the pool where you can go get like the one I went on. They had tacos and nachos and burritos, but they also will have like a little sandwich shop, and they also had free ice cream too. Oh, yeah, we're gonna.
Miss Linda said, "What is the average age group going?" Well, I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest one in the entire group. So,
Yeah, I would say average age is probably mid 40s. If everybody who's talking about it, if everybody goes, yeah, mid 40s.
Molly,
If I'm off, it's probably just a couple years older because the Grangers, they're they're not much older than me. Coop isn't much older than me. My parents, though, they're they're lower 70s.
mom's in her 60s.
Right? Right, Robert? That was that was the thing. Like on the cruise I took, I was never hungry. There was always food. Like you can go into the buffet almost at any time. Um, the I would eat a lot in the morning because at night we had like a nice sit down meal, but you don't have to do it like that every night.
The chat is telling me that I need to be on my best behavior. First of all, Native, you're not the boss of me. Second of all, have you seen me and Skipper together?
And that's the thing. That's the whole point of going on a cruise, so you don't, um, yeah, so that you don't have to be on your best behavior.
I can see my mom and your mom making buddies and forgetting you and I exist.
Yeah, yeah. My parents are fun. They are fun. I can see, like, especially if Coop and I, if we did fishing, I can see my dad being like, "Nope, I'm going fishing with you."
Native, I'm a grown woman and I'll do what I want.
I think Native should
Okay?
come.
Bite me. No. Hell no.
That just makes me want him to come more.
The cruise is a break from Native, okay? He says my name more than my kids do.
If Greg and Native came, oh my god.
Greg, I could deal with. Native would end up on the other side of the rails of the ship. I'm gonna just throw his ass overboard.
I don't know if I was just suggesting that. I don't know if you guys have um, like want to be like I was just kind of assuming that you would want to be, if I take a balcony room, you'd probably want to be like in the vicinity.
Yes. I don't think they understand how you and I are together. They
I
think you're
will
gonna have to
not be
babysit
babysitting
me.
Georgie. Me and Georgie will both need to be babysat,
We're gonna need adults, okay?
right? Okay, you guys have to understand. Me on vacation, the last time I went on vacation, like with my brother, we got so drunk, and then we bought some of those exercised rubber bands, and we made a 3-man slingshot. And of course, we're teaching the children this. That's a bad idea to teach that to preteens.
This is what I'm trying to explain to people. Like the way you and I act together on stream and on calls, it's just gonna increase when we're in person.
Especially, imagine me with a 3-man slingshot shooting stuff out of my balcony.
I'm so little, you could just
Hey,
put me in the damn
let's go
slingshot.
back up to the buffet and grab more oranges.
Don't underestimate me because of my height.
Oh, that's it.
Robert said you could, instead of getting me a room, just put me in a dresser drawer. Y'all are mean. Well, TC, you could be part of this conversation. You have that ability.
So, okay. On Carnival Cruises, guests can bring one 750 milliliter bottle of sealed, unopened wine or champagne per adult on embarkation day. Hard liquor and beer are prohibited.
Do they check the bottle?
They check to make sure it's sealed and unopened. And Skipper has that covered.
There's going to be so much chaos. Especially me, you, and Coop.
I'm going to look at their beverage. Okay. So they have a Cheers beverage person, $82 per person per day. I don't know if I could drink that much.
Mm-mm.
So this is the one I'll probably do. Bottomless bubbles. Enjoy ice cold refreshments during meals, during shows, and anytime you want. It's uh, uh, Coke or soft drink is served by the glass, 16 ounces. That's $11 per day. That I can absolutely, I can drink $11 worth of Coke and then mix some stuff.
I'm bringing a 12-pack.
Okay, they've got a Cruise Vineyard wine package. That's $95,
Jesus. I will be right
right?
back.
Oh, wait, is that $95 flat? That looks like $95 flat. Ooh, I could probably do that. Oh, you're only you get 3 or 5 bottles. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. Skipper being wine drunk on a cruise might actually be a lot of fun, but I don't know if I can. Oh no, that could be bad. But I'll definitely do like I can see myself doing the non-alcoholic $11 per day. Yeah, that 6 cruise, that's $70. Yeah, I can see myself with that. Does Here's what I need to look at. Does that include um like can I does it include room service? Okay, comes with a sticker. Okay, cannot be used through room service. Okay, or the minibar. So yeah, so if we did 6 days, which would be the maximum cruise that we're kind of looking at, 11.21 a day. Let me get the actual price. $67. $67 for bottomless soda per person.
Yeah, that's not horrible.
So they have
Considering how
$100.
much a 12-pack costs.
They have $100 wine package. You get like you pick how many. Oh, okay, for 5 bottles it's $150. For 3 bottles it's $100. But that's your whole cruise. You get those bottles of wine. I don't know if I would want to do that. But that's the nice thing is that's a flat price. Oh, is this? Oh yeah. Okay.
You should probably look at how much the internet package is on Carnival.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Mom told me I was nuts for wanting to pay for the internet. I was like, Mom, we're YouTube creators. We need the internet.
Yeah, and I'm cool not live streaming, even if we only do what's it?
Uploads.
Yeah, just uploads. Okay. Internet plans. So the basic one is $18 per person per day. Access to most popular social websites, applications are like Facebook, Instagram, da, da, da. It excludes access to most other websites, email, video streaming services. Save 15% when booked prior to sailing. It's $18 a day.
And no YouTube.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is it's email. Like, I don't mind streaming to streaming straight to Facebook. That's not a problem. Then they have a value, $22 a day. All social media. Stay updated on news, sports, and weather. This one you can do email and browse. Okay. So that's probably the one I would do. $22 per person per day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my own little travel router and connect that.
That's
and
not
then
bad.
just connect all my stuff.
$130 for the week.
Unless if they do it by you log in, which is fine by me. Yes, thank you, Linda. Don't forget to tell your cell phone provider about being out of the country, and your bank, because your bank will also lock down your stuff.
Oh yeah, I do that through my app.
Yep. So I'll probably buy the 22 a day. And what I've heard is once you get on the ship, if you bought one, they offer you a discount upgrade to the other ones. They have a multi-device premium Wi-Fi, and they have a premium Wi-Fi. Let's see what that one is. Oh, with the premium, you can stream video chat, monitor your home. So yeah.
How much is the premium?
Yeah, that one's $23 a day per person. But again, I would just buy one thing, connect it to my travel router, and everyone, like, that's another good thing about if our rooms are nearby. If I have that travel router and you can connect to it.
That's not bad. $138.
Yeah.
For 6 days.
So. And if we do that with the travel router and other people are connecting to that, yeah, then we can, if people want to throw in on it. So that'll be good. What is the Sky Ride?
A what?
They've got a thing called the Sky Ride. And it's like riding a bike. You'll never forget it. It's completely... Oh, it's where you bike around. You got a little thing that you can take around the ship.
Oh, I thought it meant like something in the air.
It kind of is. Here, I'll show you. So like you're in this little thing and it goes around the ship. See? There's like a track.
Well, that's different.
Mm-hmm. So, but that's if whatever ship we choose, if it's on it. The Golden Jubilee. What the hell is this?
It's like a bar.
Okay, yeah, this is a bar. It's more like a classic type. Yeah. So if you want to feel like you're on the Titanic before it sank. Yep. They're going to have the... What are you doing, cat? Why don't you just jump? Instead of climbing on me. So yeah. I'll have the... what's the...
The water part?
Yeah, like the things.
I could see you getting drunk and coming down the water slides.
Oh yeah,
And me at the bottom just filming you.
I did that on the last one. Oh. Who joined? Who's this?
Koopy!
Oh, there he is.
Stop.
Coop, we're checking all this stuff out.
Yeah, I had to get up, wake up, eat breakfast, so I am late to the party.
You're not late.
Come here.
We might have to keep Georgie out of the casino.
Georgie doesn't gamble, so it's
Oh,
keeping
okay.
my mother out of the casino is the problem. She needs Gamblers Anonymous. Like, we'll just lie to mom and tell her the casino's closed.
I don't gamble.
I don't either.
Mama likes the slots, but I don't care for any of it. I'm frugal. In other words, cheap.
That part.
I don't know if you guys have any preferences. We were talking about all the different stuff.
Oh, I've been watching.
Okay. Wasn't sure if you were.
No, I've been watching the whole time. Yep. I just had to get woke up, had to get some grub in the belly. And I had to drink my nasty ass concoction. That apple cider vinegar and lemon juice.
My mom has always wanted to learn how to play pickleball, and they have pickleball.
That's just like tennis, right? Just with pickleball, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a slower form, I think.
Oh, Georgia, you have to do this with me if they have it. They have a rock climbing wall.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go rock climbing on the cruise ship.
You see, he's trying to make the clumsy one, the clumsiest one of the group, do the things that get you injured.
Get wasted and go rock climbing. They have a Build-A-Bear workshop at sea.
Yes.
I can just see it now. There's this man that jumped overboard to save his 5-year-old child that fell off the damn balcony on a cruise. I could just see replacing you and Georgie with that man and child.
I would be the one to fall over.
I know how the Marines did teach me how to tread water. It's Marine Corps swim instruction is essentially not drowning.
But I don't think it would be Skipper having to save me. It'd be Coop. Because Skipper'd be too fucking drunk. He'd be standing up there laughing.
I don't know. You'd have a pretty good time treading water with them big feet. That's like flippers. But I guess that old boy would tread water with his kid for 10 minutes till they got to him.
They have a dream studio. It's a photography studio. Anyone want to go take glamour shots?
Oh my God.
We could do the 80s style. Like they did at the old Sears 80s. Oh my God.
I'll bring a Step Brothers style sweater.
Yes. Poor Coop.
Oh my God. Oh my
Coop
God.
would be our babysitter.
Georgie, I think our moms will have to be kept away from this one. They have bingo.
Our mom.
Oh, Mama likes bingo.
Bingo.
Mama loves bingo.
I love bingo.
She's got all that shit in the kitchen. You know, those daubers.
Oh, Mom, I have to pack her daubers. We'll be at the bingo all the time.
They have. Oh, okay. This is for sensory overload. They've got like a little bag for sensory overload, primarily for kids, but
Well, that would be great if Tani was going.
Yeah, I'm definitely not taking glory.
I don't think she would have any fun whatsoever. I mean, that's from what I've seen on them videos and stuff. Cruises are crowded as shit. I don't see how she'd have any kind of fun. She'd be paranoid the whole time.
She wouldn't be paranoid. She would not like the rocking of the ship. She would love the room. Oh, this girl loves the room, but she would not want to leave the room. And she has to be with me all the time. So, yeah, no, I'm not bringing her for sure.
And think about all them people that are going to just want to reach down and pet her. You know?
Oh, that she
Is
would
it-
love.
but isn't that a no-no?
So it is, but I do have a command for where she can be pet because then she knows I'm still the one in charge.
All right.
So yeah, people will be like, "Can I pet her?" And I'll be like, "Just let me give her the command, and yeah, you can pet her all day long." Oh, they are going to have a military appreciation gathering.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to have to get an American flag shirt for that.
I'm still trying to figure out the whole formal thing.
Just like it says, formal.
I'm not a dress person though. I don't
I'm
get
going to
all
be
dressy.
in the video arcade with the kids.
There's an arcade.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
That's why I really would love to take my son on one because he would be like, "Oh, there's Dad, I'm going to the arcade," and I'd be like, "Okay," and they're all free.
Yeah, but these arcades ain't what we grew up with.
No, it is. Here, I'll show you.
With the old video games, are they up to date with the new shit?
A mix of both. There you go.
Oh, okay.
air
Now,
hockey.
see, that's an old arcade there.
Yeah, yeah, they do have one. They're normally not huge, and they're normally near the kids area. Look, they get 18-wheeler trucking. Me and Georgie doing American trucking.
Forget that. Us on the bikes.
I'm gonna have to bring my tripod.
I've got these little jobbers right here. Mama bought these, and they're not too bad, and they go up pretty good size.
I've got two of those. I keep one in my car, and I've got
And
one
then
here, and they're decent.
This out
Yes.
shit, and then it tripods out. It's okay. You had the ability to go up and down with it, but it's not side to side. But yeah, they're all right. They're like selfie sticks. I mean, now if it were me, I showed you once before that tripod I bought off of TikTok.
Mhm.
The damn thing's like 5 foot tall, and it all collapses down into a stick about 2 feet long. It's pretty cool. I can't remember where that thing is.
I'm very much down for if they offer it as an excursion of doing the fishing.
Fishing's good.
Mm-hmm.
I know years ago I was watching some stuff on YouTube, and a lot of your cruises where people would do the fishing. If you caught anything, they would sell it back to the village.
Mm.
So if you sell your fish back, then you're pretty much paying for most of whatever it cost you to go fishing. I don't know if they do that down there, but that would be a good idea. I mean, because it ain't like you can take the fish back on the ship with you.
Build-A-Bear.
If I bring my puppet,
There you go.
There.
Matter of fact, talking about puppets, here we go.
God.
I'm gonna drag some shit out this weekend. I think I'm gonna make me one. I found a new bunch that I sent you that they literally 3D print their own eyes, and you could put the irises in them, I think I'm going to buy some and I'm going to recreate them.
So one thing I will bring along on the cruise is probably some candy and snacks.
Hey, there you go.
If it's prepackaged, you can bring it. Only because, yeah, they do have a candy shop and stuff, but there's things that I like having that I've got my specific tastes.
And then on top of that, it's going to be just like a movie theater. It's going to cost you 5 times as much as if you just brought it with you.
Okay. Do you guys play pickleball, Coop?
No, I'm too fat and old. I haven't played sports in I don't know how long.
Most
I
of
don't.
the people who play pickleball are fat and old.
Yeah, I imagine it wouldn't be very hard. I mean, I don't know. I'm a water baby. If anything, people would probably find me most of the time in the water. That's just me. I feel more comfortable in the pool or in the ocean than I do anywhere else.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
I think it's you talked about that. What was it? The sensory thing a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what the water is for me. You know, it makes me real calm, and I don't know, especially a swimming pool. I absolutely love swimming pools.
So here's some of the other things that we'll want to know before we go. And they'll put this out on the itinerary before. They do sometimes do these parties. So 80s rock and glow party, white hot night party. They do holiday stuff. Uh, the sail away party, that's normally like right when you're getting on the ship. And let's see what they do. Yeah, this is normally like right near the pool. They do stuff. So those are fun.
I'm not real big on crowds. I never have been, so that would be something that the swimming pool would come in handy for me.
Oh, Georgie.
What?
I wonder if they'll have this.
Ooh.
It's a roller coaster on the ship.
It depends which ship we're taking.
It does.
That looks like fun.
Are we going on the USS Polyflop?
It'll be YouTube creators in the wild.
Yeah, there's normally a theater, and they do little productions. Sometimes they have ice skating.
What'd you say? They have ice skating
Yeah, yeah. We went to an ice skating show. They were doing figure skating.
on a ship?
Yep.
Holy hell!
Yeah, they have like a small, like 500 seat theater on the one we went on.
Huh? Now you mentioned the boat rocking. Wouldn't that thing just it's so big they don't really rock, do they?
Only when you hit rough seas will they like you'll feel it every once in a while, but it's not like it's not bad. You'll just kind of feel where it rocks a little bit.
I mean, compared to like a 16-foot bass boat, that would be like a hotel on water.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
think it wouldn't move hardly at all, unless it's like rough seas or storm or something like that.
The Red Frog Rum Bar. Ooh, Skipper's gonna be in trouble.
Oh, I just bring moonshine with me. Save the money.
Are any of you spa people? You're gonna go to the spa?
Mama probably would if she went. She would go. She would do the spa thing. She likes to be pampered. You'd do the spa stuff, wouldn't you, baby? My baby.
Ooh, Georgie. They do dive-in movies.
Oh, in the pool?
Mhm.
Watching a movie in the pool?
Yep.
I wonder if they have the blue dye in the pool.
Ooh, on some of them they do a deal or no deal.
Ooh.
That's one thing. Oh my God. Linda Early, thank you so much.
My goodness.
$40 for
goodness.
renovations to keep you calm. I might have to put that aside for our internet.
Well, surely they'd have Wi-Fi, wouldn't they?
You got to pay for a package.
Oh, really? Wow.
So what I intend to do is I'm going to bring a little travel router. I'll pay for a package and I'll connect that router, and then like I know my parents are going to want to be near my room. I said I think Georgie would want to be near my room. I don't know about you, Coop, or if you guys want to be off on your own. But if you're near me, I'll give you guys that router thing, and you can connect and then upload whatever.
Now, I was listening to Larry the other night. They've got one of those mini Starlinks that they take when they go to their cabin. He says it's pretty good, and the reception or the quality I saw while he was actually on it looked really good. Now, I don't know how much that Starlink shit costs. I imagine since it's got Elon's name stamped on it, it ain't cheap.
So I do know if I were to get Starlink here, you have to for the equipment. I'd have to pay $400, and then it's about $100 a month.
Now that runs off satellite, right?
Yes.
Where your little normal modular Wi-Fi's, they run off your cell phone towers.
Not all, but because some will have fiber optic. So mine, I actually have a Verizon. It's a little box,
Right.
and that's a 5G. So like I don't have anything coming into my house, and you see, I've got great internet.
Right. See, that's what Mom and we were thinking about one of those, but at the time we get such shitty cell phone coverage in our house when we had AT&T that we were thinking, oh shit, if we tried that, we'd just be out the $100 because it wouldn't work. But since we switched over to Spectrum with our phone service, now I've got service everywhere in the house where I never had before. So maybe that's an option for us to look at as one of those boxes like you're doing.
See, I'm in a rural area, and I used to have Spectrum.
Right.
And that was a hard cable connection. And I'll tell you, as soon as like the weather turned bad, for people who've been watching the show for a while, like if I had a windstorm, I would lose internet. And I didn't get why. I've only lost internet with bad weather. I've only lost it once. And that was because I was losing power. It was not me losing internet, I was losing power.
Well, I know ours. I was explaining this the other day. Ours is wired because it's Spectrum.
Mhm.
And I never could understand it when we would get really bad rain, like a hard rain.
Mhm.
Why would it affect my internet? Because it's all wired, and the Spectrum outlet is just maybe 2 miles down the road from our house. There's no reason why we should have any loss of internet whatsoever. But we do ever so often. Not as bad as it used to be, but we do every once in a while.
Okay, I think we have to straight up make content on this cruise.
Why wouldn't you?
Right.
I think who wants to do fitness classes with me? Drunk
I
skipper
don't
doing fitness classes.
I don't do free fitness, let alone paid fitness.
That part.
I oh, if they do yoga, Skipper's doing a video sailing yoga.
I will gladly be your cameraman with you doing yoga.
That'll be a great video.
Because I'm short. I can get all the good angles.
My dad went to the library and hung out on our cruise. He was like, "No, I'm going to go read books." I'm like, "You're on a cruise." But what's funny is if my friend Kelly goes, she'll be in the library reading. She'll be at the pool reading or in the library reading.
I did not hear you guys talking about Jacksonville. Had a port coming out of Jacksonville?
Dennis said they did.
There's, yeah.
Man, that would be a lot shorter distance for all of you guys right there that are coming from out of town.
For everyone driving, yeah. For me, it would be harder. If we did Jacksonville, I would probably fly into either New Orleans or Atlanta and have someone pick me up and drive me in.
If you flew into Atlanta, you could ride down with me and Mom.
Larry and
We
Saucy.
have to go through. We have to go through Georgia to go to.
My parents are going through Georgia.
Oh, there you go.
Georgie, I think we have to do an arts and crafts
Yes.
and record it.
Puppets.
I don't know whatever they're doing, but I think we have to make a video. Oh my God, my mom loves the scratch offs.
So does Barb. She loves the scratch offs too.
The scratch
So
offs
does
and the
Mom.
pull tabs, we do those.
I haven't seen any old scratch offs in the car lately, so I think she's kind of gotten away from them a little bit. But knowing her, she's probably hiding them somewhere. She's a nut for those scratch offs.
Paul said we could hear Georgie giggle while videoing Skipper doing yoga.
Georgie, would you do acupuncture?
No. I stabbed myself, thank you.
Maybe I should do it and you video.
I'm up
Really
for something
dabble.
like that. Acupuncture would be something that I would be interested in. For, if you can fix back pain or you can fix joint pain, hop on it. Because they stick it in you. You don't do it.
Martini tasting. Yeah, I would definitely do that.
I'd get one of them 100-year-old women. She'd drive one of them things through my skull. Oh.
Ooh, free drinks in the casino. Ooh. Bad combo.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to put a leash on Skipper in the casino with liquor involved. Okay, that's enough. Let's go.
So the sail away party, once you get on the boat, you will want to put your bathing suits and stuff in your carry-on, so then you can change into a bathing suit and go right to the pool, and that's where they're going to do the sail away party. No Savannah flights. I don't know of anyone going through Savannah.
what's the problem with Jacksonville Airport? I've never been up there, so I don't really know.
For me, there weren't a lot of flights for me going into Jacksonville. I mean, I've got no problem if we leave out of Jacksonville. I just would have to fly into somewhere else.
Well, I know Tampa. You got Tampa International Airport. My son's flown in and out of there several times. So has he out of Orlando.
So for what we were seeing from Tampa, it's pretty much only the Mexican cruises leaving out of Tampa for the amount of time we want.
Right.
So that's why I don't think we're gonna. It looks like it'll be more either Miami or Port Canaveral or possibly
Well,
Jacksonville.
if you were heading out of Tampa, it wouldn't be a Bahamas cruise because you'd have to go all the way down, around, and back up. Where if you're in Jacksonville, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, any of that side, it's just basically a straight shot.
Yeah.
And
And
I
that's
got dudes.
why they don't. If we were to leave out of Tampa, we're going to Mexico, maybe Jamaica, Belize. But it didn't seem like anyone like Jamaica would be fine. Like people were up for Jamaica, but people didn't seem like they wanted to go to Mexico or Belize or Honduras or any of those.
Now Jamaica would be pretty cool, but Mexico, nah, I ain't into that. The only reason I want to go to Jamaica is look at all the people walking around in funky hats on smoking weed. That would be fun. I love their accent too.
Savannah, there are flights to Savannah. I don't think anyone's going to be driving through Savannah.
10 o'clock. Nope. Spam.
Like Orlando. Orlando's an easy one for me to fly into. Tallahassee is easy. New Orleans, Atlanta, Tampa.
Oh, there you go. Tallahassee.
Miami.
That's not, but maybe 2 hours from Jacksonville.
I could do Tallahassee. Yeah. I've seen flights there. Here's the thing. I'm the one coming from the furthest, and I'll figure out my way. Yeah. Everyone else, don't plan that out based on me.
Well, if you fly into Tallahassee, you can stay with Big Ron overnight.
Big Ron.
DeSantos.
If he flies into Atlanta, Yankee could pick him up.
No, if I go into Atlanta, my parents will pick me up.
Yeah.
Because they'll be driving. They'll get on 75 and come straight down.
Right. So the plan for most of us are going to go down the day before, right?
I know that's what my parents and I will probably do because I don't want to risk my flight being delayed and missing the ship.
Right. There's my tickles.
Yeah, she's giving Mama a fit right now, so I figured I'd snatch her. Mama's collar on her shirt's kind of pulling down, and her claws are on Mama's shoulder.
Skipper is going to do karaoke.
Yes.
Should I bring my tuxedo?
Yes.
Yeah. That would be fun.
I hope there's an 80s rock and glow party. I really do.
Be fun.
I'll bring my stick shirt.
No, like we would have to do the bright colors from the 80s and the armbands and.
Miss Nancy, why couldn't you upload them right from the ship if you've got Wi-Fi?
What's that?
She says you can record videos but not upload them until you get back to port.
So it depends on what internet package that you buy. So like you can buy one where like you can do Facebook and you'd be able to stream to Facebook, do a Facebook Live, not a problem. But YouTube, from what I could tell, was not included. But if you buy the premium, then you can upload to any website.
Now, how can they control what you view if you have the Wi-Fi? You should have the same access you do at home.
What they're doing is they don't want people like doing streaming of like Netflix. That's why they limit it. But the premium, you can send yourself emails and do all that stuff. I probably could even set up somebody, and if he's still here, TC, where I just send the videos to them and then they upload them.
There you go. So even if you have your own little Wi-Fi thing, like you were talking about, your little mobile thing, you still can't upload it. It blocks it or something.
We still have to pay for their internet. He's talking
Yeah.
about getting the little Wi-Fi box to make it expand.
Yeah, I'll bring a router, a little travel router. I'll pay for the Wi-Fi, and then allow you guys all to connect to that router.
Oh, I see. I see.
It's per person.
You want to go back to Mama? Nope.
I agree, Dwayne.
Ooh.
Oh, so one of those little mobile Wi-Fi boxes wouldn't work on a cruise ship.
It potentially could, depending on, like my Verizon one. I doubt it because there would be no 5G signal. However, the Starlink, if they brought their Starlink, that probably would.
Yeah, I wonder. I've never even looked into them Starlinks. I mean, last I heard, they were quite a bit for the damn thing. But I know Larry and Sansi were talking about they've got the mini, which I doubt would be as expensive as the one that some other people are talking about.
Starlink Mini, $295 for the equipment.
There you go.
Now,
and then it's what, like $100 a month? You said?
Yeah. Now, if they get a room near us, and if they were up for it, I could probably, if I brought the router, if they would allow us to connect through the router that way.
Okay. Now I have one here. Limited time offer ends July 7th, $3.99 was $4.99 for mini plus 100 service credits, whatever that means. But I don't. You're probably looking at something different than I am. That's for residential. I would assume you would need it for okay. That's for roaming. The $3.99. I guess that's like if you were mobile with it, right?
Yeah.
Residential means you're in one spot.
I might need to look at this because it's $50 a month.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. I'm trying to check it out, see what's going on. Allow while visiting this site. Okay. No, I don't want to order. I just want to see what you got going on here, bud. I want to see your equipment. I want to see your pricing.
Tequila bar. Ooh.
No.
Deal or
Mama
no deal?
won't.
My mom would be all about that. She'd be like, "We're going to deal."
I am not allowed any tequilas.
Does that mean they have margaritas too? Since it's a tequila bar?
Mexican beer. Yeah, here.
Oh wow, the residential skipper. I'm looking at the residential download 84 megabytes per second. And I'm assuming the higher number is the lower number is your upload. The bigger number is your download. Download.
Yeah, normally with something like that, like where it's not a hardwired connection, normally your upload is slower.
I mean, I scrolled right in on the map to my town, and my town saying with the Starlink residential.
Enjoy a flushy tequila drink or an ice cold margarita or Mexican cerveza.
So I wonder the whole internet thing. If we tell them that we're a big group of creators, if they'll give us some type of deal on the internet.
Oh no!
Especially if we.
Yeah, probably
shouting them out on our streams and videos and stuff.
Don't know.
Like
okay, that's just strictly download. It's 84 at the minimum, 260 at the maximum. What's upload speed?
Oh my god!
Oh shit! Upload.
We have to do the Family Feud live.
Oh my god! Yes, I love Family Feud.
Oh my god. We'll have to do a streamers team.
Yes.
My family loves the Family Feud.
I want Therese on our team. I got dibs on Therese.
Oh my god. I wonder if we can do female streamers versus male streamers. Me, Coop, Brett, Larry.
And me, Therese, Sansi,
Jessica.
Jessica, and George.
That would be hilarious.
Girls
We
rule.
would need people videotaping that. That's its own
Good thing
video.
our parents would be there, huh?
Mom, you're my video camera.
You're the cameraman, Mom.
Yep. The comedy club. I definitely will. I enjoy going to the comedy clubs. They have Dr. Seuss. They do a Dr. Seuss parade.
Well, 50 gigabyte for $50 a month. Huh. For Rome. I'm assuming that's if you're on the go. $165 a month for their ultimate package.
I'll have to see. I'll talk with my business partner. I see if we can make that a business expense.
I don't see why not. I mean, for Christ's sake, you're using it for the business. I mean, Veterination is a business, is it not?
It is. It's we have it set up through one of our businesses.
Oh, that thing ain't very small. That thing's pretty good size.
How much does that cost?
What's that?
The massage.
Let's take a look. Cost is additional.
Well, Christ's sake, if that's the mini, I'd hate to see what the regular one is.
Men's spa services. What is this? Shave and a haircut. Wonder if they'd shave my whole head.
You have nothing there to shave.
I shave my head.
I'd like to see Skipper have his head waxed. That would be cool.
I wonder if they would do that.
Let me do it.
That would be fun. That would be something interesting to video there.
I can't
that
do
would
that.
make for great content. We get drunk.
Let it grow out for about a week. Yeah.
Yeah, bring the hot wax on the trip and we get wasted and then let me wax your head on stream.
Yeah, Georgie would enjoy that just way too much.
Yes.
Holy cow, this thing is...
Let's see what Cloud9 Spa offers. Sometimes you just need to get away from all that vacation. We know sitting at home, it's hard to imagine, but trust us, it's really, really nice to have a place to unwind from the day's excitement. Escape to a world designed from the ground up for relaxation. Cloud9 Spa staff are masters or maybe more like artists, trained in the craft of simply helping you chill. What's their secret? Massage, facials, body wraps, thermal suits, and more. Plus, on certain ships, the amazing hydrotherapy pool. These are the tools of the trade, and the trade is ultimate relaxation. Oh, Magic Angel says no, wax my chest hair. I don't have a lot, but I do have some. That would hurt.
Oh, I got a lot of chest hair.
Yeah, do that with Coop. Make it like a 40-year-old virgin type of scene.
That would hurt. But yeah, I'm looking at your two packages here. Your residential is $80 a month for your residential light. And then your just full package is $120. And then for your roaming, I would think that would be for your van life type people. It's $50 for the small one and $165 for the unlimited.
So people are saying they're okay with an 8-day cruise. I would say Georgie and Coop. Like I'm okay with that. That would be up to you guys.
7 days. The
That
max
would
I
be
can
out
do.
for us. That would definitely be out for us because there's
Okay.
no way Mama could take 8 days from work.
Same with
Okay.
him. He's taking his vacation time to stay with the kids. So
Okay.
7-day max.
But I mean, don't schedule that stuff around us. You guys do you. I mean,
Well, if we're
I'm
looking
not the
for
type.
a group
Go
rate,
ahead.
we got to make sure that we can get the maximum participation.
All right. By the way, I thought Brett was on here a while ago. What happened to him? He fall down?
He's in the chat.
Yeah, he couldn't. He was on his phone, couldn't get the sound working.
Oh.
Ooh, they've got an IMAX theater.
Guys on.
I just wasn't about. I was on the cruise. I wasn't about watching movies. Maybe for the dive in, watching the movies from the pool.
I'd do that, but yeah, you're not going to want to be cumped up in your damn room the whole time you're there watching movies. You want to be out enjoying yourself.
Mhm.
Britain, Madam Mayor, I think I might get because my parents want a balcony, and I might work to get a adjoining balcony room. Georgie, I know wants to be near us, so I don't know if you guys want to do that. If you or Coop or anybody, but we can request to be like if you're doing an interior, being across the hall. It might be a little bit more than if you're on the lower decks than on the upper decks. But just throwing that out there for you guys.
Why am I hearing our voices?
Because I didn't turn the TV off in the back. I'm not talking. It's in the living room.
Okay, yeah, they say they're okay with that. So yeah, we might try to get keep us all together. I know, yeah, if I get a balcony, my parents will be like, let's get an adjoining room.
Is that a candy store?
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
I'm gonna bring, I'll tell you, I love certain types of licorice, so I'm gonna bring licorice. You guys aren't high maintenance. Yeah, I'm for the internet. That would make sense if we're doing that with the router, where so that everybody can, we don't all have to pay for the internet, and people, if one of us pays for the one where we can upload and we have a router where everybody can connect to it, that would be ideal. That way we can all upload our stuff. So on the one I went on, college football was going on, so I spent a lot of time in the sports bar. In February, I might go in and watch hockey. I'm not a basketball guy, but they do have a piano bar. Oh yeah, Skipper will go to the piano bar.
Oh my god, mini golf.
Right? I'll do that.
For me, that would be regular golf because I'm little. Brett said they don't mind contributing to a router fund.
Yeah, see, I might actually. I've got one right here. That's a spare one. I actually might bring that. That one's a little bit bigger, but it puts out a bigger signal. I've got a little travel one. But if a bunch of people want to connect to it, I'll bring that heavy duty one, and then people can connect how they ever. And here's the other thing: I have Hold on, right here. I'll be right back.
Yes, Edic. Or Ed, I love my Twizzlers too, bud.
Ugh.
The doctor don't like them, but I like them. They're pretty bad for my diabetic shit.
So I also have this
Me too, Brett.
Wi-Fi extender, and I used this because my last place, like on one side of the house, I got internet. On the other side, I didn't. So I bought this, and I just plug in right there, and it automatically extends the signal. So if if we have adjoining rooms, I can put the router in my room, and then put this connected with a Ethernet in my parents', and it's a hardline connection, but people can still like it'll extend the thing even further.
That looks like something that the aliens would probe somebody with.
And we could even put this out on the balcony too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hook an Ethernet cable right into there. And I've got a 50-foot Ethernet cable. I'll happily bring that. I haven't needed this at this place. This is a smaller house, so
Brett said he used to teach country line dancing. He's like just putting that out there.
there could be a country party on. Like, they do parties on these things.
I'm so down.
Does Brett or Therese do karaoke? Because Skipper does.
Well, we've seen Therese sing on live stream, so
She also plays the guitar too.
The last cruise I was on, me and my one friend, we went to karaoke and we sang Cher's "If I Could Turn Back Time" together.
There you go.
That was fun. Yeah, I'm definitely doing. If they have yoga, I'm definitely doing cruise yoga as a video.
that's gonna be fun to film. Skipper into the downward dog.
I enjoy it, but can't carry a tune in a bucket.
Same. I'm a dying cat. My
We
mods
don't
make
bring
fun of me
buckets,
all the time.
so there we go.
Paul, I'll start singing when we're in a call and he'll just bust out laughing. I'm like, you know what? Bite me. I'm singing this song with my whole chest. So what? I sound like a dying cat.
They do free drinks while you're gambling. So this is what Skipper does in Vegas. I'll put $20 in a machine and I'll sit there and drink. And just every once in a while, hit the button. They're getting free drinks. People don't know this. The key to Vegas is when you're sitting. I shouldn't let Georgie film that. She'll be like getting pictures of my ass and stuff.
No, I'll be sitting there making fun of you.
But yeah, if you go to Vegas, you get free drinks while you're gambling. Tip the waitress well the first time. Give her like $10. It's not a ton, but they will make sure they will take care of you and you will keep getting drinks. Yeah, we definitely have to do the craft class.
Yes.
Definitely. That's a video. Watch, we'll do all this content and people won't like it. They won't even watch it. It'll be our lowest watched videos. Yeah, so I'll do an internet package and I'm gonna do the non-alcoholic drinks package for sure. And I highly recommend the non-alcoholic drinks. Gotta think, 6-day cruise, $70. all you can drink soda, but that also includes other stuff. Like juice and stuff. So if you're like, I don't drink soda.
I need energy drinks. So I've been fighting with myself. Am I going to bring a 12-pack of Coke or my 12-pack of Monsters?
I'm gonna have to buy a new Speedo for this.
Oh, God. No.
We were talking about excursions earlier, Brett. I really like the fishing excursion. Don't know if you're into fishing. I know if I do the fishing, my dad will do the fishing. Energy drinks and coffee included. Um, Hold on here. I know coffee's included. Let me pull it up here. Boom. Packages. Boom. The bottomless bubble. Okay. Enjoy ice cold refreshments during meals, during shows, during, well, anytime you want. Soda program lets you indulge in all you can drink Pepsi sodas, juice for the full length of your cruise. Available for purchase lobby, casino bars, and pool bars. Soft drink served by the glass, 16 ounces. Juice is served by the glass, 10 ounces. You get a little sticker on your thing. Cannot be used through room service. So it doesn't say about coffee. On the one I went on, coffee was included, but they were the Huffs were saying that on Carnival Cruise they have coffee everywhere. Oh, you'd both fish. Okay. Yeah, because I looked at the potential excursions. We until we pick the cruise and know what ship it is, that's when we'll get into the specifics of what they have doing. I really hope there's an 80s party. I really do. That'll be fun. Oh God, what are you sending me?
And yes, Lady Linda, I have critters crawling all over me. Yes, I do.
We could do that. We could do that, Georgie. That's
Right?
really cheap. That's really cheap. Yeah, the Family Feud. Oh, that would that would be fun. So yeah, this will be good. Suzanne, you gotta get the Rumble app and turn on the notifications because when I go live on YouTube, I also go live on Rumble. YouTube's notifications are very spotty. Rumble, I always get a notification on Rumble, and it's within minutes of it starting. Is there anything any questions you guys have that we should be cognizant of? Absolutely. About the realtor, because if we all do that, that's where it becomes a business trip. The whole cruise is a business trip. So yeah, I'm down with that as well. You know, we just took the cruise because we wanted to find out about properties. Linda, you should come on the cruise with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not just for the streamers. If people want to come, I think that'll be fun if we get some fans.
I've been trying to talk Susie into going with us.
Right? Right?
Susie and Mitch would be fun on the cruise.
I think so. Well, they do the veteran thing. Because I know Susie's a veteran. I don't know if her husband is. Because it looks like we've kind of settled on Carnival. The rooms are a little bit bigger than what we would have experienced had we done Margaritaville.
Nice.
Those ships are older. I just got to find out if I'm getting a balcony on my own or if someone wants to bunk up. Because you can sleep five people in a balcony. There's a
Holy cow.
pull-out couch. My business partner was talking. He might want to come, and if that's the case, we'll probably. Because that's the other thing. Like if you get a queen size bed, they can actually break those apart into two twin beds. Which won't cruise, so you'd have to handle me all by myself. What's up with all these guys who won't cruise? For me, it's like it's not like my thing, but I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Yankee to go too. Me, Yankee, and Susie, the three of us.
I don't think Brett and Manamere were there when I was talking about me and my brother. Last vacation that we took, me and my brother got drunk and we bought exercise bands and we were teaching the kids how to make a 3-man slingshot and shooting things out of our hotel room. Oh, his mom needs him close. Okay. We understand that. Someone's got their dryer going.
Yeah, mine.
Gotta clean. I'm sure you guys have probably heard my washer and dryer. Especially my washer when it's been cycle. It's so loud. Yeah. Would that not be a threesome, Georgie?
Wow. The Chaos 3. Because with Susie and Yankee, you never know what's going to come out of the three of our mouths. Kind of like me and Skipper.
Right? Excuse me. The only thing is on Carnival there will likely be kids on this. I don't think anyone that we have going will be bringing kids. But Carnival is more of a party line. Yeah, they have all these specialty staterooms like Cloud9 where you're near the spa. I don't need that. They do have the suites, and a bunch of people can stay in a suite. I don't know if people would want to do that. And that's where you get like a big balcony. Like if my whole family went, that's what we would probably do. I just don't see my whole family going. Yankee Bell says she's innocent.
Yeah, she's lying too. Everybody move over so you don't get struck by lightning.
Susie wants to do the dancing with where they have the headphones. I didn't see. I've seen those before. I didn't see them on the cruise. They might do them. The Carnival website's working a little bit better for me. No Bermuda cruises in February. Must be too cold. Oh yeah, because it does it New York City. Wow, that's weird. Looking at Turks and Caicos. Let's see when they do them. Okay, this is interesting. They do a 6 and an 8 day and a 7 day Turks and Caicos. They're a little bit pricier. The cheapest one is a 6 day, starting 509, leaves out of Miami. Baccarat. I've never played Baccarat. Carnival is being slammed on social media right now. Yeah, a lot of those are the shorter cruises because those are the ones they do all the discounts for. Actually, Yankee Bell, what they have, you can get. They have these jackets that there's like a thing where you pull it and self inflate uh, a life vest. A lot of fishermen use them. They're expensive, but it's a way to have a life jacket on the whole time, and it's just looks like a jacket. Coop, do you have one of those?
What's that?
It's the jackets that they're a life jacket, but they look like a jacket, but they have the pull things that if you were to fall, you pull it and it inflates.
I don't have one, but I've seen them. A lot of fit, like you said, a lot of fishermen use them. Me, I just if I have just a regular life jacket if I'm going to wear it.
I might buy one of those one day. I'm not too scared about, if I'm fishing, I would definitely have one of those.
Uh,
I'm not worried about a cruise sinking.
the
But
ones I strongly urge against are the ones that activate when you hit water because those damn things malfunction too easy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the one they do have the ones that are like it's like putting a towel around your neck. It's about yay big around. And it just goes around your neck. It's got a strap, and if you get in trouble, you can pull the cord on it, and it inflates.
Yeah.
And it's not as noticeable, but it's not a jacket. But yeah, Mama wanted one of those when we bought the kayaks, but we wound up just getting regular life jackets.
I would get one for my parents' pontoon. Yeah, I've seen more boating accidents on smaller craft than bigger craft.
Right. I literally would amaze me when I actually flipped my kayak for the first time during the winter. I literally had it on. Usually I don't. Usually I have it. I put it on when I launch and I usually take it off and it's draped over my seat. But that day that I actually capsized, I did have it on and it was a pain in the ass trying to get back in that kayak. Matter of fact, the kayak got away from me and it drifted to shore and I had to swim to shore to get back on it. But that was a pretty miserable day. I lost all my shit.
Mhm.
I broke my own rule. Lash everything down.
True. That's one thing I love about my son being in Boy Scouts. He now knows all these knots. And so, yeah, there's been a couple trips and stuff where I'm putting stuff up on top of the vehicle. And I'm like, hey, need you to tie me a knot over there. And he does it all real quick now.
There you go. I used to know a bunch of knots that were handy to have, but I've forgotten them because I don't use them all the time. And it's one of those things. If you don't use it every day or ever so often, you forget about it. Oh, but I'm gonna have to get going because that wall that you see right over there, that will be having my ukuleles and guitar hanging on that before the end of the day.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be ending this here shortly. So, yeah, unless if Georgie's got something, we can probably start wrapping up.
No,
I'm
I'm good.
gonna, and then I want to go to Hobby Lobby today before they close. So,
Hobby Lobby. I might hit it up today too.
I'm going to order some of those eyes off of that one site I was telling you about, and I'm going to make my own using those as a template. That way I can just recreate them.
He was showing, I watched a couple of those videos that you sent me where he was making them out of resin. And I was like, why doesn't he just like take the resin and fill up ping pong balls? Like cut the ping pong balls in half and just fill them up. You do the same thing.
He does. Adam, matter of fact, he taught me. I just made a mold. I made a mold of several different kind of eyes. And that way, when I need eyes, I just go to Hobby Lobby. I get the cheap fast cure epoxy. And when it's cured, it's white. It's not like the stuff that mama uses. But anyway, I made a mold and I can just pour my own eyes. But the ones that new video I sent you, they've got eyes that they're 3D printing and they literally have a hole that's kind of hollowed out on the eye that they can put an iris in.
See, that's as I was watching his resin video, I was like, I would do that with ping pong balls, but I would actually stick probably a screw or something in it.
Right.
Like how he was doing with those wooden dowel ones. I was like, I'll just do the same thing, but just put it in the resin. And
well, that last video I sent you, telling you that those guys have a lot of cool stuff because they're fairly new and they're still creating today. Where Adam, he's not. He's passed away. You know that. But anyway, let's see. Where is it? Yeah, the finger fight. What is it? Furry Finger Puppets. That website, that YouTube channel, they make a lot of their accessories for puppets. They 3D print a lot of it. But you can also buy their 3D printed eyes, and I can just make a silicone mold.
Yeah.
And that way I can reproduce them, the same eyes, out of silicone or out of epoxy.
I just don't see me making a lot. That's why I won't do a mold. But it did give me some ideas.
Right.
Like I do know I could probably use a mold for ice cubes, the rounded ice cubes. I think I've got one of those still.
Yep.
And
well, if you noticed, I don't know if you noticed or not, you can make a lot of your eyes just out of them plastic spoons.
Yeah.
The white plastic spoons, they cut the handle off of them and you glue them right to the top of your puppet. I mean, you really don't have to make molds. I mean, unless you just want a different kind of eye.
True.
But yeah, there's several. Ping pong balls are a staple in the puppet community. I mean, they cut them in half, they use them whole. It's just how, if you want it to be more durable, you're going to want to make it out of something a little more durable.
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys, I just ran across them yesterday, these furry finger puppets, and they literally have a deal where they roll the dice, and whatever comes up on the number of dice, that's the puppet they make. Because the number that comes up on the dice, they have different things that you pick, and they're all numbered. So whatever the number is on the dice associated with the number on the list, they'll make a puppet representing those numbers. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna skedaddle because I'm get ready and go to.
I'm setting up a redirect. Right now.
Hobbly lobbly.
All right, guys.
All right.
I'm gonna get going. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you share out the change.org link. It's in the description. And yeah, you guys start thinking about coming on the cruise with us.
And Chad, it's been amazing, man. Amazing. Sorry I showed up late, but hey, that's just cool.
All right. Thank you all. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Bye.
See ya.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.